Well, this is great. I mean, we got Lukas Graham back in Philadelphia. Make some noise. Good to see you, Mark, Lukas. I mean, this is great new music out. Cheat Code is super fun, so catchy.
Thank you.
Congrats on this new song and this album that I've been hearing the process behind recording this. But I kind of wanted to just go back a little bit because I was like looking at the timeline here and I was like, wow, it's been almost 10 years since 7 Years came out. I was like, has it really been that long? Like, that's kind of crazy, right? Does that make sense? Like 10 years, like went by like that. But what that song means to you, what it's done for your life, but also the new perspective you might have on this song now that you're a husband, a father, right? Girl dad? Girl dads unite, absolutely.
You got girls?
I got a girl, yeah. Kira at home, she's 3.5. Yours a little bit older, right?
Yeah, I got 4 and 7. So
4 and 7. But like what that song means to you now as you watch your girls grow up.
Basically, I mean, I was pre-30s when I wrote it. I was in the middle of my 20s. So the first half of the song was about the life I'd been living, growing up, writing songs in South America as a 20-year-old. And then the second half of the song was kind of where I wanted to be and things I wanted to do. The song stops at 61. That's when my father died. I couldn't really visualize myself being older than that right after he passed. And it's crazy that I sang about traveling the world with my songs. I sang about having kids, being married, and now I am married. I have 2 daughters. I travel the world for a living. And so it's like I wrote like a prophecy of my own life that has been like it's been self-fulfilling, and it's a little intense sometimes. Like when I'm on stage in front of a lot of people and I start to think about the lyrics while I'm singing it, I can get a little lost in that thought process. Yeah. It's also super disrespectful to not be present with your audience and be
like, oh shoot, I'm performing right now.
Oh my God, I'm standing here and I'm like, singing songs on this space rock that's flying through infinite nothingness. And
so you microdose before you go on stage.
Basically, yeah. No, it's more the fact that when a song like 7 Years, I've sung it so many times that it's kind of like my body is doing the singing for me. It's not a very conscious decision to sing the song. It's more like it starts and then it flows. And sometimes something will happen during the day. Like a lot of us have kids, and either you have like the FaceTime call with the kids or a phone call with the missus, or like we have conversations amongst each other that make you think about things in a certain way. And then suddenly you're on stage singing a song about life, and then it just sort of hits you like a freight train in the middle of the performance. It's beautiful, but also a little nerve-wracking.
A little alarming. Like, oh my God. All the feels as I'm in front of a lot of people right now. You feel very naked up there.
Yeah, last summer we were playing a really, really big festival back home. And in the middle of singing like the last verse of 7 Years, I spot this girl holding up, and I recognize the girl. And I'm like, where do I recognize her from? And then she's sitting on the shoulders of some dude. Then she takes up this football jersey that said Werner, #1. And I'd grown up in the neighborhood with Werner being like the head of the football team, and he passed away. And it was like, I was just sucked back to being like a kid on a football pitch, looking up to the dudes really playing a game. And like, cause I wasn't home for his funeral. So suddenly in the middle of like singing the song, for the first time, like in front of an audience, like I lost the lyrics and the audience just picked it up. And it was like a little weird, you know, this little moment between me and Werner's daughter holding up his football jersey in the middle of 20,000 people. That was intense.
Yeah, that's almost beautiful though. The audience just kind of taking your job for you and like lifting you up during that.
Yeah, it was a moment for sure.
That's wild. Well, we can help you out here if you forget any words today.
No,
we got you. We've been practicing.
Preferably, I will not forget the words and get emotional over dead people.
I do it too, though. I'm a Pisces. I'm always in my feels. What can I say? With that said, should we start singing? Not me. You don't want to hear that.
If you want to join in, you can.
Oof.
I was going to think starting with 7 Years because it's also a reminder to the audience, like who am I? Why are we here? And it's a little crazy because I'll get the question from journalists like what's your favorite song? And I have to say that 7 Years is my favorite song because of the fact that it changed my life. I remember growing up and listening to music that changed my life and suddenly writing the song that changed my life and thinking of how it hopefully has changed somebody else's life as well is a wonderful thought.
Oh, for sure it has. What song changed your life?
I think I'm not sure we can actually say the title, but it was an NWA song.
Oh, nice.
I grew up in a neighborhood with no police force, no street lights. I was born on a couch in a house without a toilet or a bathroom. So we were at odds with the law enforcement. So yeah, the NWA. In them, I found someone who said the things we felt. And later with Tupac and Biggie Smalls, Dr. Dre's 2001 album, the whole album changed my life, basically. Yeah.
Nice.
Now we have a guitar with us, but because of the 2001 album, my whole first record, there was only bass, drums, and keyboard. There was no guitar.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But we really like Andreas, so
yeah.
So we keep him with us.
We keep him with us. Perfect. 7 years. Love it.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking urban, drinking, burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about this glory just always seemed to bore me, 'cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about all the things I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about all the things I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I wish. I'm still learning about life. My women brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory. Some I had to leave behind, my brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can warm me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can warm me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old.
Woo. Man. It sounds even better when I'm
Thank you,
front
guys.
row. there's hits, and then there's like this juggernauts. I mean, that song is just, it took a life of its own, right? I mean, you were saying it completely changed your life. I remember playing the hell out of that on the radio. Like every hour, literally every hour for a long,
thank you very
long
much.
time. Wow.
Yeah. 3.5 hours in the kitchen of our studio, and then that song was written. Took a little while to like finish it.
3 hours in the kitchen?
3.5 hours in
Wow.
the kitchen, yeah.
Why in the kitchen? Oh, the
you
kitchen.
know, remember going to like private parties in college? How the party's always in the kitchen?
Why is that?
I don't know.
That's a good question. We should have that studied. Why?
I mean, maybe there's a little more love in food than in anything else.
It's true, and it just brings out some honest feelings. Maybe, I don't know.
And usually that's also where I don't know. It's this. We can't say this on radio.
I'm listening. No, you can
It's
say
where
whatever you
tobacco
want.
is consumed. You know, it's always in the kitchen. You know? And that's where everyone flocks to.
That's wild.
It's always in the kitchen.
I got to spend more time in the kitchen.
Yeah, no, I built my whole house, like the whole ground floor is basically around the kitchen. And I like that.
Do you have like a little notepad, a little microphone, just chilling in there, and you know the mood strikes?
I actually never record the stuff I write on a whim. It's always
No, you just record in front of thousands of people.
yeah. Sometimes that was a gnarly experience.
Yes, I want to talk about this. You know, this new project that you have coming out. You recorded for 8 nights, right? Is that right? In front of 1,500 people a night. So you recorded a song a night. Is that how it worked?
Basically, I had this idea a year ago, a little more than a year ago, that I wanted something at stake on this album. In both the idea of recording in front of an audience, inviting an audience into the vocal recording situation, but also to have like a deadline. So by March, we had to have all the songs like written at least. And when Vega, this legendary concert hall, heard about the idea, they said, why don't we transform the whole house into a studio? So the smallest venue, like a 100 cap venue, they made into like the recording studio with like the big desks and monitors and whatever. Then the 400 cap room we made into a sound recording studio, basically with all of your guitars or half of them, or how many guitars do you even have? Do you know? 42 guitars.
Jesus.
That's, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's the answer to the question of life. How many guitars must a man have? And the answer is 42.
42.
That's why he's so tranquil.
That's exactly right.
He knows.
You found it. That's the secret sauce.
It's not how many doors must a man walk through. It's how many guitars must a man own.
Exactly 42.
Exactly 42. Jesus.
Look at you.
Wow. Now I know.
Another cheat code.
Okay,
Boom.
I need to stop digressing here.
There we go.
But yeah, we had all the keyboards, different drum sets, and we spent the days basically on 42. Wow, we didn't even have like a tenth of your guitars. I feel you had 4 guitars there. Yeah.
Did you feel lost without
you
the
never
rest of
need
them?
more than 4, but you have 42. Wow. What does your wife think about this? Yeah. Okay. That's a lot of guitars. Okay. But then we spent the days basically figuring out how to play these songs and recording the instrumentation of them. And then in the evening, we invited the audience in, and they got to walk through the whole thing. Basically walk through the studio control room, walk up through Little Vega with all the instruments and see where we'd been working during the day. Or, well, it's not working music, it's playing, where we've been playing. And then there was a little exhibition, a couple of like the drumsticks Mark used at the Grammys, and the original lyrics to 7 Years, and a few like blown up photos of like our journey. And then they got onto the balcony in Big Vega where that fits 1,500 people. And then we had a vocal recording booth on stage, and I'd go in there and spend 15 minutes attempting to beat the demos that we already had. And some days went very well, other days didn't go as well. Some of the takes I was a little too nervous and too shaky. Some of the takes the audience was too loud. But there is the big ballad for this album that may or may not become a single, but it's the big love song on the album anyhow. And it's a one take, sang in front of 1,500 people. And it was an incredibly like educational experience. Like we learned a lot of things, like what we need to do differently if we ever try and do this again. But it was also incredible to like how quiet you can get 1,500 people to be when you tell them to. And then also just the idea of singing songs that are unreleased in front of an audience again. That's something we used to do because, surprise, surprise, once upon a time we didn't have an album out. And every concert, it was just completely new music to the audience. And somehow along the way, we kind of forgot to keep playing unreleased stuff and songs that were like work in progress because of the internet and whatnot. And we decided that, hey, let's start playing unreleased songs again. And it was very, very beneficial to us.
So in a way, does this project feel like going back to your roots? Because I feel like what I see on your Instagram, you were saying that this new music is some of your favorite music in the last 10 years. And it kind of recaptured the love you have for this industry. Is that right?
I mean, we call it new but nostalgic. I haven't had this much fun writing music since we wrote the Blue album back in 2014 and 2013, I guess some of the songs are written. And I think we just got a little caught up in the industry. I mean, it's a big bad word. I mean, it's also our livelihood, so we can't hate on it continuously, right? And so if I'm feeling there's something wrong, I need to change that. And I just went really hard with a vision to write this whole album with the same two people, just like I used to, and record it in a manner that I felt was gratifying. And then the most important thing was I told Autumn, the songwriter from the Bronx, and Kisso, producer from Holland, now in LA, I said, I want the album to be fun to perform, and I would like us to write songs that are missing, songs that aren't in the world. And one of the first ones we wrote, it was the current single, Cheat Code. And it came out of this idea that there's so many songs about like love gone bad. And I've had one girlfriend, we now have two wonderful daughters, and it's like I don't really know the like I had my heart broken, but by people dying. Like I was never left by someone. And so it was fun to write a song about like keeping a relationship going. Like from my perspective, it's 10 years in and two kids that sleep in my bed and elbow me in the ribs.
You can't get away from them.
I mean, so
they're always there.
This is the 4-year-old.
Is that right?
She said,
I thought you were in a bar fight.
She scratched me and said, I don't like you.
I believe it. They say some crazy things.
Yeah,
but
no,
you
my
love
oldest one said a few days ago, she said, you are the most annoying person in my entire life. And then
Aw, don't you cherish those moments?
I couldn't help but laugh a little. And then a few days later, I asked her, we were at a birthday party and we were playing games. And I said, am I still the most annoying person in your entire life? And she was like, no. Yeah. But I could imagine being 7 and having me as a dad must be annoying.
No.
Yeah. Like she'll ask, Dad, why do you have to leave? I said, well, I'm flying to the United States. I gotta go work. Oh, you're going to America without me. And I'm like, yeah, well, we need to make some money and pay some bills. She's 7, so she starts to understand that. And she said, Dad, why does it cost money to live? And I was like, I wish I knew, because it is a little silly.
It's a good question, yeah.
We could all just barter. I sing a little, you feed me, and then...
Right. We all could be happy.
Yeah.
Smart girl.
But but speaking of the cheat code, what's your cheat code?
What's my cheat code?
Yeah, in your relationship.
Oof. That's a good question. Wine. Yeah. You know what it is? Foot rubs. Foot rubs.
I do it every night when I'm at home.
Is that right?
Foot rubs.
Wow. Okay, so there you go. And you've been together 10 years, you said?
Foot rubs.
There you go, foot rubs. I didn't realize that early on. I was like the big gesture kind of guy, right?
You're the physical touching is actually your act of love.
Yeah, all I needed was foot rubs. I could have saved a lot of money early on in our relationship.
A lot of
Just
wine.
do the
You
foot
could
rub.
have left a lot of wine in that cellar.
Right. Just rub the feet.
Or first
Guys,
pour
rub
the
the feet.
wine and then you rub the feet.
Rub the feet.
Mine is like the foot rubs, but when I'm at home, I'll get up around 30 minutes before the kids need to be up. And I'll go and do my shower, shave, do all the stuff, like cook the porridge, turn it down really, really low, and then I'll make 2 cups of coffee, and I'll wake up my wife like, hey, babe, here's coffee. I'm going to shut up now. Here. And then if I'm really good, I do shut up.
Coffee in silence.
She wakes, she's like a dragon in the morning. She's like, she needs coffee, silence, and food before I can. But I wake up kind of like my kids, like, so basically what we were talking about last night. And yeah, so silence, coffee, foot rubs.
Yeah. I also
Wine.
get Kira out of the house. Like, you know, like on a Sunday, right? Get out of the house for, like, just me and her, do like a daddy-daughter thing. She gets the house to herself. She can read or watch The Circle on Netflix, whatever
Desperate
she
Housewives
does. Right,
again.
yeah, whatever she watches, right? I think that's a cheat code.
That is a cheat
What do you think
code.
about that, man?
Yeah, my wife, she's like, but I would like to watch it with you.
You're like, I'm good.
Can I do push-ups while you're watching it, or can I read?
I was going to ask you about your cheat code with your physical appearance. I saw you record shirtless on Instagram. Gymnastics?
Gymnastics. Yeah, and then I think just like doing hard stuff makes everything else easier. Like swimming in the winter in the ocean, and
Oh my God. That's crazy.
I mean, but then when my kids scratch my face or say I'm the most annoying person in the world, it's
nothing.
not that bad.
It's nothing.
I was just in ice water.
I was swimming with polar bears. This is nothing, kid. I'm good.
But yeah, cheat codes.
Cheat codes. So I feel like you have to play cheat code.
We're basically going to.
Okay, perfect.
We
if not, it'd be a
constructed-
terrible lead into a different song.
So yesterday we performed a semi-acoustic version of Cheat Code for the very first time, but we had a piano. So this is another world debut. It's just Andreas and one of his 42 guitars.
Right. Is that your favorite one? Your favorite guitar? Yeah. Oh, thank you for bringing it.
I'm sure you have some vintage Martin guitars stuffed away somewhere that you're a little more fond of.
But you don't
but
touch
not
them?
a chance in hell you'd fly with it. It's about putting it in the cargo hold. So this is an expendable.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming.
Don't say it too loud. It can hear you.
I'm sorry.
Cheat code. I cannot wait to hear this. So this is a debut. You're really stripped down.
Worldwide debut. Let's go.
Amazing.
Got the cheat code, got the cheat code. Happy life is a happy wife, and I got me mine. Got an appetite for the finer side, keep her satisfied. On a need to know what you need to know, but don't tell her no. Gotta keep it hot, gotta hit the spot, make it afterglow. Leave her with a fever, kiss her like a stranger I've never met. That body pleasure, keep her interested. Oh, get her out of her head. Oh, gotta treat your girl special for the rest of her life. Step it up another level if you wanna survive. If you wanna know the secret, I'll save you some time. Got the cheat code, got the cheat code. Gotta love her like a lover, keep on blowing her mind. Gotta touch her like you're touching for the first time. If you wanna know the secret, I'll save you some time. Got the cheat code, got the cheat code. Happy house is a happy spouse, and she got a boy. Give him what he needs, maybe on her knees, and we redeploy. It's a goddess I'm getting up behind, body looking fine. Give her what she want, and it's when she want, put in overtime. I just wanna feel her, kiss her like a stranger I've never met. That body pleasure, keep her interested. Oh, get her out of her head. Oh, gotta treat your girl special for the rest of her life. Step it up another level if you wanna survive. If you wanna know the secret, I'll save you some time. Got the cheat code, got the cheat code. Gotta love her like a lover, keep on blowing her mind. Gotta touch her like you're touching for the first time. If you wanna know the secret, I'll save you some time. Got the cheat code, got
What's your Mother's Day cheat code? You know, Mother's Day is on Sunday. What are you going to do?
I'm not even home. I'm going to call someone and have them drop off white lilies because that's her favorite flower. But it's a good thing you reminded me because I'm a little sketchy with those dates. I was talking to her about me coming out here and doing a bit of a radio promo run again in July. And in the beginning, I thought she's a little iffy about this just because of it's in the middle of our summer holiday with the girls. But our wedding anniversary is also in that week. And so now I know. Yeah, so I'm
Now I know.
Yeah, I'm still going to have to go. But now I know to phrase the conversation a little differently. I'm really sorry I'm going to miss our anniversary again.
Right.
But yeah, we all know every sentence before a but is not a true statement.
Right. So how do you make up with the distance?
Well, a long time ago, she said, you need to be home for Christmas and the children's birthdays. She never mentioned anniversaries, and she never mentioned
There you go.
like my birthday or her birthday, just the children's birthdays and Christmas. So if I'm in a tight spot, I'll be like, but technically, I only need to be home for these 3 days of the year.
Yeah.
No, she's really good about that kind of stuff. I think our romantic situation is just a little different than most people, you know?
For sure.
Like I don't have a 9 to 5. I can't always be there on important days. I'm always gone on her mother's birthday, which is this week. And it's like she's gotten used to it over the years, I guess.
You can say hi to her if you want. What's her mom's name?
Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotte. There you go.
But Charlotte is
that made up for it.
Charlotte's in Copenhagen and does not listen to this station. But hey, if there's
Maybe she'll
another-
find it on the World Wide Web. If so, happy
We'll
birthday.
send her a link.
We missed you.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you. Well, it's not yet.
Well, she'll see it, yeah. Happy birthday, Charlotte. We're thinking of you. Cheat code here in Philadelphia. While you're here, stay away from like the touristy cheesesteak spot. You like a cheesesteak?
Yeah, can you give us which one should
Okay.
Jackie order right now? Is it
Perfect.
too late? Did you already order a cheesesteak from a touristy spot?
Oh, geez. I should have mentioned this earlier.
So the crazy thing about the Philly cheesesteak is the best one I ever had was in Germany.
What?
There was this tiny, it's gone now, it was called Baby Burger. They only sold one cheeseburger, and then they had mini burgers, the baby burgers, like the sliders. And then they did a cheesesteak, and it was so intensely good.
Really?
But maybe it was just so good because we would miss being out here. So it might
What was this
just
place called? Baby Penguin? What'd you say?
Baby Burger.
Baby
Baby
Burger.
Burger.
Why- oh.
It was in an obscure. It was in an obscure suburb, and it was super tricky to get to, but it was so good.
Yeah. Well, okay. How long are you gonna be in Philly for? The day? Just like a day thing?
Probably like another hour.
Okay, we gotta hurry. Okay, so skip like Pat's and Geno's. They're nice, but it's a touristy. It's like Times Square.
Are
of
you taking
Philadelphia.
notes?
I would do like Jim's just reopened
Jim's?
on South Street.
Jim's on South Street.
You saw that one?
Did you order from that one? Oh,
No, they don't deliver. D'Alessandro's is also a good one. D'Alessandro's is tasty. Where did you order from? Do you know? Cleavers? Oh, I heard good things. I never had
you heard?
that. I heard good things.
We hope. Cleavers, if you're...
Good. Yeah?
I'm...
I see 2 thumbs up.
Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah.
All right.
No, because it is a tricky thing. You come to a town, there is a legendary dish, and then you get it from the wrong place.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
Well, please let me know how this experience
Cheese,
is
let
for
me
you.
know.
Ooh, very
no,
punny.
I'm sorry. I'm
very
a dad.
punny, Lucas.
I'm a father. I need to stop this.
The dad jokes just flow out of you, right? It's like you have the child.
I'm a dad. I'm an uncle. It
Yeah.
doesn't get any.
It's a double whammy.
Yeah.
For sure. I hear that you're doing another 3 songs. Do we get another one?
Yeah. Basically, I think we should finish off with one of my personal favorites. Years ago, my father died. I started writing a lot of poetry, a lot of songs about him, and I played them for my one of my best buddies, Jens. And he said, "Those are a great handful of songs about a dead man." And I was like, "I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say thank you yet." And he was like, "What about your mom, dude? Like, she's like, she would play the piano while I was singing songs for the choir. She'd come to every show. She'll give me all the constructive criticism no one else would give me. Like asking me after a show, like, "Oh, that was a great concert. Was it hard for you to hear the guitar on Love Someone?" No, because really, everything was so good, and then there was little,
Thanks, Mom.
I was like, thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for noticing the 1% of the show that didn't go according to plan. But yeah, that's also, it's nice to be reminded that we're not superhumans, right?
Yeah. Moms will do that.
No, but my mom she was an amazing mom. I didn't know we were poor until I was an adult, and I was like, wait, there's meat and meatloaf? It's not just cornflakes and oatmeal? Do they wrap them in bacon? I thought it was just one on the top that we shared. No. But then I wrote a song to my mom, and I think the song means more to me now that my wife is a mom, and like the strength of mothers is an amazing thing, and Mother's Day is coming up, so I'm going to give you this one for free.
Perfect.
Mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, 'cause we were good kids. Remember asking both my mom and dad why we never traveled to exotic lands. We only ever really visit friends, nothing to tell when the summer ends. We never really went buying clothes, folks were passing on their stuff in plenty loads. New shoes once a year, and then out to play ball so we could ruin them. When Mama said that it was okay, Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, 'cause we were good kids. Don't get me wrong, I didn't have it bad. I got enough loving from my mom and dad, but I don't think they really understood when I said that I wanted a deal in Hollywood. I told them I'd be singing on TV. The other kids were calling me a wannabe. The older kids, they started bugging me, but now you're all standing right in front of me. When Mama said that it was okay, Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, 'cause we were good kids. I know my home. When I'm in doubt and struggling, that's where I go. An old friend can give advice when new friends only know the half story. That's why I always keep them tight, and why I'm okay. I said I'm okay. You know what my mama said? You know what she told me? My mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, 'cause we were good kids.
Thank you very much.
Shout out to the moms.
But really, 42 guitars.
42. Thank you for bringing one of your babies here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're honored. Shout out to moms. You know, I was like gonna call my mom after hearing that, but like she screens my calls, my mom. I thought every mom wanted to do that live on the radio. No? Apparently not.
I love this idea.
Maybe Charlotte.
With the Danish accent, you know, I don't speak a lot of English, but we can make it work.
Can you say back that ass up like that?
Back that ass up.
Perfect. I'm gonna get her on the phone. We talked a lot about this album. A release date for this?
In the future.
Perfect. An
No,
exclusive right here. You heard it first.
We gotta finish the mixing, the mastering, and then the touring, the promoting. We're gonna have it ready for the right moment in time.
Okay. I love it.
I hear it's all about timing in this industry.
All about the timing.
I've never been good at it, but we'll see if someone else isn't a little better than I am with it.
Well, Cheat Code, obviously the first taste off this album. We love it. Thank you for performing it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for taking the time to
Yeah.
have us in your little
Oh,
studio.
absolutely. It's an honor.
This is a nice room.
This is a really nice room. You can stay here if you want.
We eat the cheesesteaks.
You can do a whole residency here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
eat more food.
There you go.
You know, I was on my way to Philly when we got our 3 Grammy nominations back in the day, and this is where we had our celebratory dinner, and the Danish artist Mø was playing in town, and we went and saw her show. I forget where, but Philly's gonna we were driving basically from Detroit or Chicago to Philly, so for me coming to this city is always like ooh, I remember that day, the 6th of December, 2016.
What time was it?
I don't remember, but my daughter was 3 months old, and when I was being told we were Grammy nominations, I was in a bus changing a diaper somewhere in the middle of Ohio, driving towards Philly. It was this little.
The glamorous rock star life.
Well, you know, I love coming home because I get to pack lunch boxes and cook porridge and drop kids off, and then I get to pick them up and yeah. Because now I'll be gone for 2 weeks and I don't get to do that. It's a privilege to be able to do the lunch boxes. Like
It
my
truly is.
friend who's a garbage handler never drops his own kids off because he's working Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. He's gone before they wake up.
That's tough.
Everything. Well, I mean, every job is tough and every job is easy. It's the cons and the pros and the.
Well, now you're at your other home. You're in Philadelphia, where you get a lot of success. This is
This is where I get my Grammy noms, you know.
Don't want to brag, but Philly's pretty good. Thank you for being here. Really
you for
appreciate it.
taking
This
the
is
time,
always a
Bennett.
home for you. Anytime you want to stop by, we're here for you. All right.
Thank you for having a little audience as well. It's a little weird sometimes playing music on the radio and there's no one. It's like I know you're listening somewhere out there.
I do it every day. Trust me. I say like a dad joke on the air. I'm like, I hope
I
people
hope
liked it.
someone's in the car like
Right.
you get the highway chuckle. Oh, Bennett.
That Bennett.
Those dad jokes. You know, and that dad is in the car looking behind. Oh, there's no kids in the car. I'm laughing by myself at Bennett's jokes, and he's by himself. And
I hope that's what people are doing. We'll see.
We're gonna have to find out.
Yeah. Well, if you come back here and I'm not here, apparently they did not laugh. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Lukas Graham, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.